Hi everyone, yes, well, hi, it's nice to be back on the channel again on Bronies UK. Yes, this is my kind of response video to both Knowles' and Sam's videos. Well, John and Sam's really, yeah, they're known as John and Sam on the Bronies UK. Yeah, so I just thought, yeah, this is my sort of response video that I said I would do about Season 9 of MLP Friendship Is Magic being the final season. Yeah, it's a bit sad to hear. As I say, yeah, I'm still currently watching season 6. I caught up very quickly when I got into the franchise because I've only really been into it for the past couple of years or so, but I've become quite a fan, quite a brony. Um, so as John and Sam did, I'm to talk to you a little bit about why I started watching it and everything, and now why I'm kind of becoming a real brony. Well, I say I am a real brony now. Right, so basically, it was just a couple of years ago, and when I first heard this news report on the BBC, which kind of put the bronies down slightly, made them out to be kind of weirdos, but they're really not. It's really not weird to be one at all. Um, but then I also heard about a few friends I had that also said that they watched it. That's including my two good buddies here, Sam and John. And yeah, but basically what I did was I thought I'm going to start just have a look at the series or something. So at the time I didn't have Netflix, and so what I did was I went into town and went into my local Argos, looked at the DVDs because I know I'd seen a few MLP DVDs there, and I went and picked up one of the Equestria Girls films. It was the first one, so I bought that. And bearing in mind, I hadn't really seen much of the series. I hadn't really seen any of the series. I'd just seen all the toys and all the things I heard about on the news. So I went home and I watched that, and I actually thought it was really good. And then about a year later, when the theatrical movie was released, My Little Pony the movie, was when I went and bought that because of the hype around it, and I watched it, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, I love that movie. It was fantastic. I just thought, the innocence and the innocence of the characters, the story was great. And I can really understand why, males of all ages as well as females can relate to it very well. And yeah, so then I decided I went onto Netflix, and then because I had Netflix by then, I went onto Netflix and then decided to start watching the series, and they had series 1 to 5. And over the course of about 6 months, I watched up to series 5, and I really enjoyed it. I've watched the movie multiple times now. Yeah, I really just love it. The episodes I really like. About the one episode with the lunar eclipse, with the introduction of the character Luna as the good character after she's been revived from being trapped in the moon as for her punishment as Nightmare Moon. And yeah, that movie's great. That episode's really good because Luna is like all time one of my favorite characters. I like the episode simply because it's a funny little Halloween special, and it has a good message behind it that people can redeem themselves, which is a good lesson to learn about life, but just in a friendly way, which helps children to learn lessons as well. And I think that the reason why it's so popular amongst kids, is just because of the innocence, and it has good message. It has some just it has good messages in life, good life lessons that are easy for kids to understand, but also the story behind them, and the story behind them is probably what's appealing to adults as well. Oh, all right, hold on, pussycat. Yeah, so yes, I started watching the series, and I actually started watching it religiously, kind of day after day for a while. I could watch a full season in sort of just over a week. I got so into it, and then I also started collecting the merchandise. Like, I've got plushes, I've got stickers, I've got some DVDs, I've got um, I've had an MLP Easter egg last Easter. Hopefully, I'll get another one of those. And I had some very nice stuff for my birthday as well. Some figures. Yeah, I really like the figures. They're nice. So yeah, and then the merchandise is, it's a great little. It's a really fun little franchise, and I'm really proud now to be a Brony. It's a really nice group, you know, to be a part of, and getting to talk to other Bronies. And I really owe my friends John and Sam a lot, you know, for letting me, you know, join the Bronies UK channel, and you know, keep working. Thankfully, you know, everyone's being very patient because I'm still trying to catch up, but I've got a lot of other stuff to do as well, and like I'm doing all my other YouTube stuff. So yeah, I'm doing this sort of response video for Bronies UK. Now on to the as I say, after season 6, I'll still have. By the time season 9 comes out, hopefully I'll be up to date with season 8 and everything. I just hope so, and then you know, and then I can watch season 9, and then, you know, I'll be saying, you know, I'll be really sorry to see Friendship Is Magic end, but as we talked about in the live stream the other night that we did, yeah, basically, yeah, I can understand why Hasbro might think about ending it before a 10th season. So I think that's what a majority of the fans want, you know, Bronies and the kids alike. I think that, you know, that's what a lot of the children want, is just to see maybe end on the 10th season, because there'll always be more, you know, more, you know, more entertainment, more merchandise. But yeah, I think, you know, Hasbro don't probably want this franchise, as it's done so well, to just sort of die down. You know, I think it's always best to finish something when it's at the top, and then it'll be well remembered. And you know, franchises that you know finish when they're, you know, doing well, when they're very popular, are the ones that tend to be remembered and maintain fan bases more, other than, you know, several other franchises that, you know, can be very popular for a while, but then they keep going and going and going until, you know, there's not, and then they start to die down when they don't become as good, and that's how, and that's how they tend to lose fans. So I can really understand in a way why Hasbro you know, could be one of the reasons why they're deciding to end it. I know that at New York Toy Fair, the news was just dropped quite recently, as when I saw Sam and John's response videos. Um, so yeah, it will be sad, but for me, you know, I've still got quite a bit more to come. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I think it's supposedly, is it 2020, either next year or the year after, that this new live action movie, which I believe is meant to be connected to Friendship Is Magic, or rumors are it could work. It could come as a, you know, it could build a bridge between, you know, Friendship Is Magic and Gen 5. So yeah, that would be good to see where it goes. That's just something I'm really kind of looking forward to. You know, I'm looking forward to watching the rest of this, and you know, and then just, you know, keep following the franchise, and then just waiting to see what happens. You know, I love the characters, I love the storylines, and I think for me, it's a really identifiable sort of franchise, because, you know, the things that these 6 characters go through and experience, learning lessons about friendship and how to deal with things in life. These are lessons that both us as kids and some adults can relate to, because we've all, in many ways, in you know, everyday reality, we've kind of been through the situation, you know, with the non fantasy elements that these characters go through, like struggling to overcome, you know, overcome obstacles, and, you know, learn how to, you know, make the best of things, learn how to see, you know, learn how to create good things out of bad, you know, out of bad situations, and you know, just overcome obstacles in general, and you know, learn to beat your inner demons and all those things. And that's one of the reasons why I like it. And Twilight, as you know, as the leading character of the main 6, you know, her journey from being a student of Celestia's to becoming the Princess of Friendship, and her now running the you know, the friendship school, and that's been a wonderful storyline, you know, of her earning her wings. And you know, definitely it's been, and there's, you know, it deals with issues with family, and it deals with issues with people, you know, family as well, and being acquainted with old friends that sometimes you might have a friend, someone in life you you fall out with, who's a friend, and then, you know, that they might come into your life and they want to prove to you that they've changed. And there have been, you know, good episodes revolving around that, with Sunset Shimmer. I think it was Sunset Shiver, and yeah, and that's been a great. So yeah, it's just been a wonderful. You know, it has been quite a journey for me experiencing. Getting into this franchise, and I'd just say is what I'd like to say is, with what I've got left and with the lead into Gen 5, whatever comes, with the Equestria Girls universe as well. So I do quite like that. I've got a bit to catch up on that. I mean, as the way I see it, Equestria Girls, I know it's kind of its own, it's becoming its own separate thing, but it's still an MLP, it's still MLP property, and for me, I'll watch, I'll watch both. I'll do Friendship Is Magic and Equestria Girls. I'll watch the rest of them both. So yeah, so that's been my response to Nolsey and Sam on, MLP Season 9 being the last season. So it's sad, but it won't be forgotten, and it will last. It will maintain its fan base, and I'm sure that many fans will be excited to see how it possibly leads into Gen 5. Okay, so I'm Lawrence, and this is my response to Sam and Nolsey, Sam and John. Okay, see you soon. Bye.